This is ambitious. I remember when I first heard the idea, and I tried to comprehend how all of this was going to happen in 10 days. And it felt like a great game show, but also like a sporting event. And I think that when you see this play out, it is as big as anything that's ever been attempted, certainly in the game show world. And the fact that it's live and outside means that there will be so many things you have to deal with, including the environment. This is a 24/7 active quiz game show. We show an hour of it a day in prime time, but the contestants, if they're staying in the game, they'll play 24/7. And the ones that are actually here at our hourglass and the ones that are in winner's row, the best players, will live here. I mean, they'll be here, they could be here for 10 days living here. One thing that's groundbreaking is this is the first time people at home can actually play synced up to the game show, play against our contestants on TV, and answer the same questions in real time. And those who are playing along at home might actually be flown out to be here in New York City. You know, we could knock on your door and say, you're coming with us, and in 24 hours you're on the show. There will be cameras on the contestants who are playing 24/7 all the time, but then we're going to bring them upstairs to the hourglass outside where they will play an hour of prime time million-second quiz. The clock starts at the beginning and it runs for 1,000,000 seconds, and whoever has been doing the best at the end of that 1,000,000 seconds will win a lot of money. We're guaranteeing over $2 million to somebody. This show's different because it's not just the knowledge of trivia and answering questions. There's strategy, there's your knowledge of the trivia, obviously, but there's endurance to this. I mean, you have to be able to endure what it is that you'll have to go through if you stay for 3 nights, 4 nights, 6 nights. I mean, you're away from your job, you're away from your family, you're away from your home. One thing also that's different about this show in terms of the questions asked, there'll be general knowledge questions, but there'll also be questions that will be written the day that we broadcast. I believe there's something like over 20,000 questions being written. Over 1,000 people will come through right here to play. Those are big numbers. Those are bigger than any show that I've ever seen. The questions get more difficult. We call our rounds bouts, and the questions get a little bit more difficult with every bout that you're in, but they're also peppered in with some fun stuff. The set is very different. We're in a 3-story hourglass, which is in the heart of New York City. It is open air, and so you will hear the environment that's going on the night. If it's raining, it's raining. You're going to see that. And if it's windy, it's windy. And that, I mean, you know, dealing with the elements is part of what the contestants will have to endure. Line jumpers are contestants that we'll bring in each and every night in prime time. We'll have one each night in prime time. This is somebody who's been playing on their MSQ app. It's done pretty well on their MSQ app. And we know who they are because they've applied to be on the show. And we've got an unbelievable response from people across the country that want to be here on the show. And they're all eligible, those who get to a certain score, all eligible for us to come to their home, to knock on their door, live in prime time, and fly them out to New York City for the next day's show. It's easy, it's fun, it's addictive, it's something that anybody can play. Also, this show, and what I love about it too, is this is a show that everyone can watch. This is one of those shows that at night, you know, you can bring in the kids, you can bring in the family, you can sit around the TV, and you can all get something out of it and have fun watching. This idea stood out to me more so than most ideas over the last 10 years. I mean, this is one where I was busy these couple of weeks, but when I heard about what somebody might win, when I heard about the scale of the show, I thought this is something that I wanted to be in front of, and this is something that I wanted to bring to America each and every night for 10 nights. So that's the reason I signed up. And I love the idea that we can change their life. I mean, that to me is so much fun. And on that last night, in that primetime special, someone's life will be significantly changed live on television. I can't wait for that moment and that emotion.